I'm Josh with Waupaca Community Media. We got Aaron Jensen, say Waupaca, and Ron Sari from the Waupaca School District with us again this week to get up to date with everything going on. Hello, guys.
Hey, Josh.
And Ron, we know he's the one that studies all that COVID data because he needs to keep the schools safe. And just the news you've been seeing with that right now is really good.
It continues to go good, Josh, just like we expect. I think this is going to continue into the future, foreseeable. As a matter of fact, our county the last 2 days had 0, both days. You know, our 14-day average right now is 1.6. So we've been in the ones for the last 12 of the last 14 days. And, you know, in our school district boundaries, it's less than 5. It just continues to do good. So excited about that, happy about that, and very, very optimistic that the fall will be masks optional. I'm really optimistic about that.
Let's hope that trend continues. And I think you were saying over 40% of people fully vaccinated, so that certainly helps out as well. Important, some money available for our small businesses. Really important that they apply really quick. Aaron, you can tell us about that.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. We talked about it last week, the small business grant through the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation. Now that it's a quick turnaround with a lot of these monies and a lot of these grants. We just talked about it last week as announcing it. Well, the deadline is this coming Monday. We want to remind people they can use our grant writer as a resource if they have are having trouble putting it together. It is a fairly simple, straightforward application, so I encourage everyone to go online and fill it out. But if you haven't done it before, there will probably be questions. So call our grant writer at the Chamber of Commerce or email him at Waupaca Area Grant, or actually it's grants at WaupacaAreaChamber.com.
All right. And downtown, anyone that's been downtown Waupaca sees the mess that's down there, the dirt all over the equipment, the new sidewalks coming in, and downtown still open. You just gotta kind of finagle around some stuff, or maybe come in through a back alley. And Aaron, I know you want to remind people what's going on downtown.
Yeah, so many of our downtown businesses are utilizing that back alley entrance right now. If they aren't, it doesn't mean you can't get there. You can still, like you said, maneuver your way around the front or the Main Street side. While people do that, we have had a little bit of trouble with having to fix and repour and restrike off some of the new concrete for the sidewalk lately, because some people have stepped in it when it's been wet. So please just keep an eye out for that. If it looks wet, just avoid it. And otherwise, the only message we really want to share, Josh, is we'd love it if everyone would consider going downtown on Saturday, on the weekends, on nights after school, on their lunches. You know, obviously, we've talked about this a million times, but with the pandemic, and then a year like this where it's a large construction project, they certainly would appreciate that business, and we'd love for you to get down there.
And I was just out there, and the new sidewalks, they're moving really quick. They look really nice, and they're a lot, it's hard to say this for a sidewalk, but they're a lot easier to use how they're setting them up. So it's really a nice improvement.
It is. One of the comments I got when I was out there with somebody else was, hey, does it look a little wavy? And actually, it is a little wavy. And the reason for that is for ADA compliance. So some of these old buildings have step ups and step downs and things like that. So rather than having steps protrude out into the sidewalk, they were able to pour it to make it so it was ADA compliant. So that's kind of neat. And it's just awesome to see these sidewalks getting poured. You're kind of starting to see we're over the hump on that north side and starting to see it come together. So we're excited for the next few weeks.
It's tail end of the school year. You got 8th grade promotion and graduation and prom coming up. Ron, you want to remind us when and where?
Yeah, it's a busy time, and we're pretty excited about all these great activities taking place here at the end of the year. Tomorrow, June 3rd at 8:45, it's the traditional senior walk. So they'll be doing that over at the WLC. Actually, today, the second was senior awards, so that happened this morning. Sunday, June 6th, graduation in person in the field house at 2 o'clock. 8th grade promotion in person in the high school field house on Monday the 7th at 7. And then on Tuesday, June 8th, is our regular June board meeting. And then on Saturday, June 12th, we have the prom starting at 7 o'clock at the field house. So lots of stuff going on.
What's the official last day of school for the school year?
Tuesday, June 8th of next week.
Okay, almost less than a week to go. The kids must be excited.
Oh, everybody's excited. And it's quite the year that we've had. And it's time to celebrate. And thank our staff for everything that they've done. Thank our students, our parents, our community. Just so grateful to work in a place that is so supportive. And, you know, we got through this school year without having to close. And not many districts can say that. And, you know, we started in the hybrid and we kept the hybrid until late January, early February, when we transitioned back to 4 days in person. And so June 8th, or actually June 9th, I would say, is the day that we were looking for. You know, when I was a kid and we were hauling and piling wood, you know, the last piece of wood that to put into the wood pile, my dad would always say, there's the piece we were looking for. Well, Wednesday, June 9th, that's the day we were looking for. We got through it.
And you said you managed to stay open the whole school year in some way, shape, or form in person, which is a pretty big accomplishment. And just as we've talked on these weekly updates throughout the year, it just really feels like the school district's intuition on the whole COVID situation has been pretty spot on when you've made those changes, and you haven't had to go back at all. So that deserves a big round of applause.
Well, it's a team effort, Josh. This isn't just, it's not me or administration or the board. It's, a lot of people, we take a lot of input, and we get input from our medical advisors. We get input from legal counsel, from our stakeholders, our community, our parents, our staff, students. We're taking input from all the superintendents across the state, all kinds of different people. And I think that's really helped because we have an open mind and we want to do what's best for the district. That's all we care about. What's best for the kids and our district. And so, yeah, we're just happy and pleased that we've got this year behind us. This was the most challenging. It's my 30th year in this business, and it was the most challenging year I've ever had.
Well, you got through it, and hopefully a much better 21-22 school year.
I can't wait. It's going to be a great year.
And some other good news. 20th annual event for a pretty big event in the Waupaca area takes place this August after taking last year off, and Aaron can fill us in on that.
Yeah, well, first I want to start by saying we've talked about two events in just the past weekend, or it was actually 2 weekends ago now, and how successful those were with the Wisconsin Kiters and then the 150th, I'll say it again, sesquicentennial celebration for the Waupaca Fire Department, and both were unbelievable. They expected that anywhere from 700 to 900 were at the Wisconsin Kiters event which was the library and the airport teaming up. And then there was over 4,000 people that went through the gate, and that does not count kids at the firemen's celebration throughout the day. So awesome to be getting back into these community celebrations and looking forward. And we have many events between now and then, but the Waupaca Area Triathlon, the only reason I'm bringing this up right now is because we talked about it at council last night, had some street closures for that event. And that's going to be August 20th and 21st. The kids triathlon is on the 20th on Friday night, and the 21st is the triathlon on Saturday morning. That's an event where we usually see anywhere from 800 to 850 participants. It has been as large as 1,000 before. This will be the 20th anniversary. So the whole board was excited for the 20th anniversary in 2020, and we all know that didn't really work out. So we pushed it off, and we'll celebrate it this year. So anyone who's looking to put themselves through a little hard work and torture, sign up for the Waupaca Area Triathlon. It's a great race. Yeah. So
are you going to do it, Aaron? Are you going to do that?
Ron, I'm going to use an excuse that I have to work it. I'll be there, but not running it.
What about you, Josh? You're in good shape too. Are you going to do it?
I'm not a swimmer. That tears me.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked that because there's a full course and a short course. So I haven't done it in a long time, and I'm probably never in good enough shape to do the full course. But the short course is manageable, and then there's also you can sign up in relay teams. So if Josh, you said your swimming's not your strong point, find 2 other people, get your best swimmer, put them on that, and I know you're a biker, you do the biking, and then find a runner. So those are all options for people who are a little hesitant to jump in.
Cool.
Well, Ron, Aaron, once again, appreciate your time to get the community up to date. And it's always good when we've got good news on these weekly updates.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Josh.
Take care.